couple of hours ago, I think you said to Senator Wyden that we now pay the lowest prices in the world for prescription drugs. That is an absurd statement. Nobody in the world believes that. Do you want to correct that statement?
It's for the drugs that are on Trump RX.
I'm not talking about drugs. You said we pay the lowest prices in the world for prescription
For those
drugs.
drugs, we do.
I'm sorry?
For those drugs, we do, Senator.
Well, for certain drugs. But in general, would you agree with the RAND Corporation and every other independent survey that we continue to pay the highest prices in the world? You agree with that?
Many drugs are not covered by the agreements yet,
On average, do we pay the highest prices in the world?
as we always have, except for
That's
the
right.
most common
I'm not
drugs.
saying this is a new development, but you said a moment ago that we pay the lowest prices in the world.
For the most common drugs, we do. Or GLPs, or IVF drugs, or COPD drugs, or asthma drugs, for insulin.
Well, let me give you an example. For the cancer drug Opdivo, it costs $260,000 in the United States, costs $56,000 in Japan. We pay on the lowest prices, et cetera, et cetera. Senator Welch made the same point. All right, the bottom line is, look, there are thousands of drugs out there. There may be a drug here or a drug there. We pay lower prices. In general, according to the RAND Corporation, we now pay nearly 3 times as much for prescription drugs than 33 other countries in the OECD. You agree with that?
And for the most common drugs, we have the lowest prices.
All right. I am working on legislation which is not inconsistent with what Trump has talked about, and that is we should not be paying higher prices for prescription drugs than people in Europe or in Canada. Is that a concept that you can support?
Yes, President Trump wants this codified, and you have a lot more power than we do.
You're right. You're exactly right, and that is why I am going to be offering an amendment to the budget process right now, which would in fact codify what Trump is talking about, that the United States should not be paying higher prices than other countries around the world. Is that an amendment that you can support and get Republicans to come on board?
We will work with you, but in theory, that's exactly what we want.
All right, let me ask you another question. We're on the Help Committee. Casey Means, who is the Trump nominee for Surgeon General, was before us a while back. She agreed with me that TV ads, prescription drug TV ads in America should be banned. As you may know, we're one of 2 countries in the world. Do you agree with that?
Yes, I agree with it in theory. Constitutionally, you can't ban it, but we are now regulating it for the first time, and you'll see that the ads have changed on TV recently because we've sent out 1,000 disciplinary letters.
You may be right, but I think, the people who determine the constitutionality of laws are the Supreme Court.
Well, we worked a lot on it because I wanted to regulate it.
Okay, but bottom line is, am I hearing you correctly to say that you would like to see a ban on
Yes.
prescription drug TV ads?
Yes.
Okay, good. There are a lot of seniors in this country who right now cannot afford dental care. Many seniors have no teeth in their mouths, can't afford hearing aids. I am introducing an amendment to the budget process which would expand Medicare to cover dental, hearing, and vision. Is that something you can support?
I'm happy to talk to you about it. I'm happy to work with you on it.
Other question. Right now, we have a diabetes epidemic in this country, an obesity epidemic. Many parents who would like to buy healthy food for their kids really can't make sense of the labeling on food products. All right? Other countries in the world are quite clear in their labeling about the amount of sugar, et cetera, that's in a product. Are you guys making any progress in coming up with simple, strong labeling on food products?
Yes, we are.
When will we see something?
Well, the delay in it has been that one of the big enemies, as you point out, obesity is costing 80% of Medicaid and Medicare dollars. One of the big problems is ultra-processed food, and there has been no federal definition or any usable definition. We've now worked out a definition. There are other, and here at HHS, we're in the process of going through the interagency process. There's other agencies that are Equity, USDA, Department of Commerce, OMB, and they are reviewing our regulations. As soon as we promulgate those, we already have the labeling ready to go.
Do you have any sense when that will be?
Excuse me?
Any sense when that you'll be promulgating that?
It has to go, Senator, through the other agencies that I don't have any control, but we want it to happen quickly.
Yeah, thank you.
Mr. Chairman.
What you just watched wasn't just another routine Senate exchange. It was a moment where reality collided with rhetoric, and someone had to call it out. And that someone was Senator Bernie Sanders.
Because let's be honest, when Robert F. Kennedy Jr. claimed that Americans are paying the lowest prescription drug prices in the world, that wasn't just a small slip-up. That's the kind of statement that completely disconnects from what millions of Americans experience every single day at the pharmacy counter.
And Sanders didn't let it slide. He didn't dance around it. He didn't soften it. He called it exactly what it was: absurd. Now, why does this matter so much? Because this isn't some abstract policy debate happening in a vacuum. This is about real people. Seniors cutting pills in half to make them last longer. Families choosing between groceries and life-saving medication. Parents standing at a pharmacy register, doing mental math, trying to figure out what they can afford to walk away with.